that's the answer.
Johnny, now you've been doing comedy the longest, I think, in the room. What would you wish you could have told the open mic Johnny Steele that you know now about the industry?
Well, the industry's a whole, probably we need a whole nother show for the industry, I think, probably for LA and all that, and a whole nother, we'll go to LA. That's the first thing. As a friend of mine told me once, after I had won the San Francisco comedy competition, was headlining, a friend of mine at a gig once said, Johnny, are you aware LA is where the cameras are plugged in? Which,
that's a great line.
Great line. I think it was Tom Rhodes, actually.
That's perfect.
I think it was Tom. I don't remember. So, at a point, if you're serious about fame and showbiz and that, if you're doing it as a hobby and all that's fine. But if you at any point want to go to that next tier, there is almost no way that you can do that from any other city other than LA and New York. And it's what I really didn't understand well. And I'm an ADD guy, and I was in my 20s and 30s going on the road. I was on Chicago this week, Seattle the next, come home for a week, off to Boston, off to Philly. Why would I want to go to LA and sit in traffic and go to North Hollywood and audition for a Grandy Goose potato chip commercial? It didn't speak to me. But as far as performing goes, I would say this is the biggest mistake I made early on and for a long time, and still now probably. Record every set. I was a jock. I played football and there's stuff. And the first thing you do, whether you win or lose, is you watch that film and see what happened, what went on. I see comics get on stage, whether they have a great set or a bad set, they get off and they've not recorded, or they've recorded their set and they don't watch it. I don't know if this is totally true, but I think it is. I think George Lopez, you might know this, I think he would record, even when he was a special event at the Punchline, meaning no comps, no discounts, packed house, tickets twice as expensive, he still would record every set, audio record, and allegedly get up the next morning and order in some breakfast, I suppose, and then sit there with a legal pad and listen to that set again to try and find something, some place where he was mumbling, some place where he said the wrong word, some place where it lagged, I suppose. And I get up like a madman, run around the room, ad-lib 12 minutes, 15 minutes of new material in an hour-long set. And, I'd get off and my wife would say, did you record that? I'm like, no. And then